Hello everybody, this is Dagekkie, and I welcome you to Dagekkie Plays Minecraft once again in my single player world. This is episode 11 already. If you haven't seen episode 10, that was my milestone episode. You can go watch that after this episode, I guess. And for today, I have a suggested build in mind. That was a building suggested by OG Puppy Dog, somebody who watched one of my videos before this one, and he suggested to me that I should make a Roman build with a lot of quartz. Now, quartz aren't exactly my favorite blocks to get, at least, because I don't really like the nether. I did find some design I liked though, and that's what I'm going to work on today. I don't really want to make a finished build. I'm just laying down the layout for the building as we speak. I wanted to make some kind of a ruin for this build because, well, I'm building in some kind of a modern / semi-modern world. It's something like the Middle Ages, but also if you can see the RV, which I talked about in the last episode. It's not really my world isn't really doesn't really fit with the Roman theme, and so I thought I would make a ruin to make it fit more into my world. And I'm very excited about this because I don't know if you guys have seen a ruin before in Minecraft, but I haven't. And so I'm very excited that I get the opportunity to build one. Perhaps I shouldn't make stairs on the sides, just in the front. I will just use the stairs that were made for being stairs, I guess. So how would this go? Yeah, something like this. And so I will use the slabs for the floor entrance, or the floor before the entrance. How does that look? Yeah, you guys get the drift, right? This is just the entrance of the ruin. The stairs up, and the pillars will go around somewhere around here, I guess. And so let's see, let's cover them with stone. Just 2 pillars. Yeah, that will be enough. Now I want to save my maybe I should use dirt. I want to save the quartz because it's a block that's pretty rare to me, at least, and so I don't want to use them when they aren't necessary. Okay, so that's what should I use next, perhaps? But I guess this is something. What does this matter? Well, in the end, I don't really think so, but maybe on the inside it's most important to have the same type of blocks over here. But this is a little bit of what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's okay. I do have an example I looked for when I started this project, or before I started preparing this project, but it's more like a reference. I'm not looking at it right now, not really using it, but just for the inspiration of it, I wanted to bring it in. maybe I should make or bring the wall one back, or back one. What does it look like? So although it is a ruin, I want to have a little bit of a clean ruin, because most ruins are pretty dirty, so that would mean that or worn down at least, so that would mean that I would need a lot of sandstone, and I didn't really want to do that, because I didn't find it, the looks of it, I didn't like the looks of it, especially not with the quartz, and the person that suggested it, OG Puppy Dog, asked for quartz, and I want to deliver. I do want to make a simple structure, so I have a use for this. As I have a use for this building as well, I want to. Why doesn't it work? I'm still not used to the jump placing of blocks working differently. But I wanted to hold myself to his wishes, his or her wishes. Actually, I think it's a he, but I'm not sure. How does that look? Yeah, that's nice. So what I'm going to do next is make some kind of I guess it's a sign. Well, it's more than a sign. It's the roof over the entrance that a lot of Roman buildings used to have, and that was a big part of the architecture of the Roman Empire. Yeah, that we'll have to do. Where's the rest of the quartz? I think I'll use the normal quartz block for that. Make it one behind. And so this is what we're going to work on in this episode, as well as the next one. I have planned ahead 2 episodes for this, because I think it's very nice to take a somewhat longer look at how you can make a Roman ruin or a Roman style build. I've watched a lot of Roman style builds when I was an architect student myself, although I am not a architecture student anymore. I talked about that in one of my earlier episodes. But it's okay, this is not really what I'm looking for. What can I do? Disk. Perhaps I should use. This is a difficult one. I'm going to take this down at least. I'm going to take a second to go back to my reference and take a good look at that, and after that I'll come back to you guys with something I came up with, because that wasn't what I really wanted for that. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I came up with the following. I watched my reference, and the roof I used was a little bit too wide. Mostly the temples and ruins of the Roman Empire have a smaller roof and a wide building, and so this is what I came up with. It's a little bit difficult to work with quartz and stone to very different blocks in color range, and the andesite pretty much brings them together, especially when you bring them back a little bit and the block gets a little bit darker. There is a nice transition between white and gray, but still it's the best I could come up with, but still it's not exactly what I wanted. But I've been looking and there isn't much else I can do as far as I know with it, so this is the best I could come with, and I pretty much I do like it. And the stone slab, the lighter gray, also helps making it grow together, so it's pretty decent. For my next part, I'm going to bring up the wall a little bit, and something I saw with most of the runes I worked with, I lost my tongue there, yeah, is that the front of the building is mostly still standing, and behind that wall, the ruin actually begins. That means that 1 second, I want to see what it looks like. I'm not maybe that's a little bit too much, you know, on the top there. Although it's not too bad. I do like it. It's pretty okay. But the forward wall is what mostly stands up, and so that's what I'm going to do as well. I do like this. Perhaps I should roughen it up a little bit on the right side. I'm going to do that. That's the last part. But when you go behind that front wall, you'll see that most of the building is gone and only little parts are standing. I don't know why that is. Perhaps it's because the Italian people, or the citizens of the area where the temple or the ruin or where the temple stood or the build stood and the ruins remain, wanted to keep the inheritance, and so they kept the front of the building, and the rest they just let it dissolve or something. I don't really know, but this is pretty decent. Yeah, that right corner is okay. So I want to keep the front wall as well. I'm going to build a little bit inward. Let's get rid of these dirt blocks. And so let's make a little bit of an inside for the building with what should I do? I should use these blocks. So that's okay. I'm going to use the andesite, polished andesite for the inside. Fill this in with diorite. Come on. Yeah. I don't have any more diorite, I think. Do I have more diorite? Yeah, I do. I have a lot more, so that's fortunate. Yeah, fill this in. That's going to be andesite as well. I could always fill it up to give it somewhat more variation on the inside of the wall. Let's bring down a little bit of a layout. And so I wanted to make the building dissolve into the area. So I'm going to fill in the floor over here. And for the rest, and that's what I'm going to do in the next episode once I filled in the floor. Fill that in. Is this filled in? It is now. Fill this in. In the next episode I'm going to bring up some little parts of walls, perhaps some columns as well. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is pretty damn nice. I like this. So I'm going to bring out some walls over here, maybe some columns, and somewhere around here, I think. Let's mark out an area, something like this. Is going to be where I'm going to put down a room in which I'm going to put the enchanting table. And that's it for this episode, I guess. This is Dagekkie. I've been working on a suggested build by one of you guys, well, OG Puppy Dog, and you wanted to see some Roman work with quartz. That's what I did. This is what I came up with, a ruin of a Roman temple, and in the next episode we're going to work on this a little bit more. And something else I want to do, if I have time left, is that I want to start making a bridge over the water from the main square towards this temple. I hope you liked what I did in this episode, you as the viewer, not only Puppy Dog but everyone. If you like this episode, please leave a like, because it helps me tremendously. If you want to see more of my episodes, please subscribe to our channel. We are the Lochtness brothers, and I really hope to see you in the next time. Don't forget to leave a comment to suggest your own build, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. I have scrambled them up, I guess. And I'll see you guys in the next. Well, goodbye.